customers like Tim White bring their cars to us, they know they can trust the Park of Perfection.
Our attention to detail, customer service before and after the sale is what we pride ourselves on. You can always trust us to do the right thing when no one's looking. Oh, what are you doing?
Going for a drive.
No, man, not like that. Hey, watch the video.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally recommend the ProCharger to the guy that is looking for not big horsepower goals, but they want reliability, efficiency, and just fun. A fun street car. You know, you can take it to the track and you can still, you know, run really good, impressive times, but you know, ultimately you want your car to be reliable, and that's the one nice thing about the, you know, the ProCharger kit. There's a couple things that are moved, a couple things that are changed, but for the most part, there's not really any modification. To the stock parts anyway. You know, everything's replaced. The detail and the engineering that goes into this kit, I mean, I think they did a very good job. Fit and finish is great. Sounds great. Runs great. Bang for the buck, baby.
Yeah, barking the tires. I mean, and some people may not like that their mechanic does that, pushes their car, but honestly, if anything's going to happen, we want it to happen while we're in here. Yeah. If there's any little hiccups or dangerous scenarios that pop up, we want to be able to fix those before the customer gets it. Yeah. So we have to kind of put it to the test and see what it'll do, and we don't abuse it. Like, we know limits. Yeah. So we don't want to abuse our customers' cars, but we have to put it in same scenarios that they'll be put in on daily driving and things like that. So, yeah, that's why we do road tests. Yeah, we don't want to be like, we're afraid to get on it because we don't want to hurt it. Now could be the case sometimes if there's an unknown tune or something like that in it. Sure. But we know this is a safe tune from ProCharger. We know that the car drives fine. We're watching the air-fuel ratio, and we know when to let out, when to get our foot out of it. So,
and to reiterate that, you know, on 900 plus 1,000, 1,200 horsepower build cars that we do, we don't street drive those like this.
Those are like,
there's a time and place for all that, and when you're going to get up into that range, obviously safety is key, and we try to do that on, you know, closed road courses and whatnot. So,
yeah, dynos.
Yeah, dynos.
Yeah. There's hardly any modification that needs to be done to any of the factory OEM parts. Aside from trimming a boot and replacing a pulley.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's
very little.
Very, very little. Very straightforward install. I mean, and give it to ProCharger, hands down. They have a very, very detailed installation guide. So, as we've done, you know, a few of these kits on the different generations of the Coyote, you know, the Gen 1, the early cars, Gen 2, the middle cars, and then, you know, this Gen 3 on the 18 and up cars now. And even now we know that with this latest installation guide that we've seen in this book, that actually the 2020s have changed slightly. So there are some differences with the 2020 up cars. So it's nice to always have, you know, detailed instruction guide that they do provide with the kit that you can go through. And as you're going through it, you realize that there are some things that have changed over the, you know, over the years. Yeah.
ProCharger is good in that sense, where it's better for people that don't want to just stay in the Hammer all the time. Just cruise it, go to car shows. I mean, you can take it down the track, no problem. It's just, it's a little bit easier power management. It won't get all crazy on you all of a sudden. Like we were talking earlier, its boost is linear, so if the RPM increases, your boost increases. Yeah.
You know, and not to mention the constant battle with turbo cars. You know, in terms of maintenance. You know what I mean. Anybody that's owned an aftermarket turbo car knows the battles of, you know, continuously tightening clamps and, you know,
fixing oil leaks or boost leaks or exhaust leaks are
constantly.
Yeah. I mean, you know, whenever you do an engine oil change, do a supercharger unit
Service, if you will.
yeah, servicing. And you know, in years past, they were fed by pressurized engine oil, so it's definitely very important to keep oil clean. And that, you know, in those older models, now that they've gone to self-contained, you're just draining the oil out of a tube, out of the ProCharger, you know, and then you're putting fresh oil in. So the only time you're really going to have contaminants is from the transmission of the ProCharger itself. You're not going to get engine oil contaminants in there,
Right.
which is good.
Yeah, it's a self-contained unit.
Yeah, it's safer that way.
And if it were to have a failure, it's not going to put it through the motor.
Exactly. Well, honestly, I did try on a Fox body I did try a ProCharger kit. It was a used kit, and back then the brackets that mounted to the engine were cast, and there were some issues with the idlers. But I was throwing belts back then, so I went with a turbo, and turbos are my go-to. But the easy thing about centrifugal superchargers like the ProCharger is their ease of install. So I mean, and they're usually cheaper. Yeah, after going for the first drive, this car was very sinister pulling out of the parking lot. And then we have a special spot here in Mexico where we open it up on a straight line. This thing shits and gets, because this thing, although nice and quiet and calm while cruising,
Certified ripper, baby.
it will rip. So be prepared to
Yeah, baby. Wow. I like it.
Yeah, Jim's gonna be very happy with that.
Yeah. He is gonna love it.
You definitely
I can't wait to get this car.
want to go with easy route and things like that. If you are just going to play around with the car, you're not going to be all out at the drag strip. And don't get me wrong, centrifugal superchargers can make big boost and big power, but you have to spin them fast. I mean, and the boost is linear with RPM, so it's not like a romp on it and it's making tons of torque.
How did that feel? I mean, I know from the driver's seat, I've got a hold of the wheel and I'm focused on the road and all that. How does it feel over there?
Bro, I was stuck. Like I'm stuck in the seat. Like that was absolutely amazing. And you know, one of the things that I love so much about this type of a setup on a car like this is it's reliable. I mean, it's
Like predictable?
It's manageable.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mat it and the car sticks and it goes. It's not all over the place. You know, so for some people that might think of themselves as quote unquote inexperienced drivers, or they're just not comfortable with having gobs and gobs of power, but you still want to have more fun. Like, this is it.
Yeah.
Like,
no, that's true.
That stuck me in my seat. Like, it felt great. Like, I mean, anybody's friends that are gonna hop in a car like this, they're gonna be ecstatic. Like, how can you not smile? Like,
Yeah.
What's the saying? Smiles per gallon. Like
that car. Yeah. This car has that.
It's a smiles per gallon. So, I think you guys at home, like, if you want the best bang for your buck, you got a GT. I'd be looking at a setup like this possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, if you want, gobs of power and you got the wallet to support that, by all means, buy the Whipple, or even better, go twins, twin
Yeah.
turbo, or even better, go big single.
Big single,
I can't wait
yeah.
for Tim to get his car back. He's gonna be smiling from ear to ear.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't know it yet, but we would like to do or I should say we expect to do a in-car video with Tim to get his reaction for you guys. We'll try to film that when he comes to see the car and first startup and whatnot, so he can hear the sound of this blower. It sounds amazing, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It really does at idle. So put it on the car, and dude,
It fires right up.
It's pretty money. I'm not
Idle
gonna lie.
smooth.
It's right on the
Yeah,
top.
like
So,
acceleration, cruise, all that stuff is like stock.
yeah, we probably put about 50 miles on the car, maybe.
I mean,
Plus or minus 40 maybe-ish,
30,
somewhere in there.
So does it get after it?
I mean, we'll let you make that call.
Yeah.
We'll let you make that call.
we have to test it.
Ready? Yep. Jesus. It's not bad, right?
Man,
You like it?
that thing kicks like a mule, man. Woo!
It's gonna be so I can't do anything anyway.
So I should say something like, you know, like on overhauled, you know. I'm Tim White, and I've just been boosted.
There you go. That's perfect.
All right, let's go.
Spin it, baby.
What gear was that? I fucking ripped off the.
That was 4th gear.
Jesus. So is the drivetrain gonna hold up to this shit?
It will. It should. At this power level,
It will. It should.
I mean, I don't think you'll have any problems. There's still guys that are pushing the A10s right now. Love it, dude.
Oh, I'm like shaking, man. It's so fucking
I'm
exciting.
telling you, dude, it's exhilarating, isn't it?
Oh my god.
And the more you do it, and the more familiar you get with it, too, dude. It's only
What's going on, everybody? Happy weekend. I hope you guys are having a great day. Just checking in with you guys. We have the ultimate power package here for you at Parker Performance. If you're looking for a ProCharger, this right here is the Parker Performance package. Not only are you going to get the ProCharger, you're going to get a Parker Performance shirt, you're going to get some custom decals. These are new boys. And just as a token of appreciation, we're also going to include a Mustang Hub magazine. Again, guys, we're trying to make sure to give you the best experience here at Parker Performance. We experience the patience that you guys are giving us. As you can see, the shop is full. We are busy. We're cranking away. Sometimes timelines do not get met. But again, guys, we're making sure that your cars are taken care of just like we would our own. So again, guys, thank you so much. Check out the links below for this ProCharger. We know who this is for. I hope you know this is for you. And again, you're getting the same treatment as everybody else. And we'll see you next time.